Shalom, family. I pray that all is well with each and every one of you. Listen, I just wanted to come in here. Many of you are getting ready to travel for the holidays. You know, Thanksgiving is coming up. And so we get the opportunity of meeting with some familiar faces, some family members, some friends, some associates, some ex-friends, some ex-relationships, right? And I just wanted to say to you this: be careful. Be careful this week as you meet with family, because the enemy is going to send and use some familiar faces to test your peace. Again, the enemy is going to send and use some familiar faces to test your peace, right? And Proverbs 14:29 says, He that is slow to wrath is of great understanding, but he that is hasty spirit exalted folly, right? So what that means is, like, you're going to see them and something is going to trigger you about seeing them, right? Some family member that has spread a lot of slander and gossip amongst family about you. Some old friends that you're no longer really friends with, but they're still friends with the family, right? They're going to come around. And some of it, the enemy is going to use them to kind of trigger and irk you. But I want you to be careful, because remember your healing journey. Remember your deliverance. Remember the things that God has been doing in you. Hold on to that. Let those things anchor you. And sometimes God would allow these tests to come because he wants you to see your growth. But I want you to know the enemy is going to use some familiar faces. So this week, as families gather, emotions are going to be high. The enemy is going to try to look for any open door opportunity to steal your peace. But do not give him access. You are in control. I want you to know that. You have full authority and control. If you have to walk away, pray about it. Lord, give me strength. See, because I want you to know, you may feel like a nudge to react or to defend yourself or to correct what was said about you. You don't have to vindicate yourself. God is your vindicator. Stay in peace. Remember, you have come too far. Don't let them get up under your skin. If you can, think about it in a moment. This is nothing but the devil. This is nothing but the devil wanting me to go off or try to correct what they said about me. You don't have to vindicate yourself. Let your healing, let your deliverance speak for itself. Because see, if you pop off or if you try to regurgitate that situation to try to make it right and make your voice heard, all it's going to do is open up old wounds. All it's going to do is allow your family, your friends, associates, that ex-relationship to have the right to say, see, I told you so. You bigger than that. You are so much bigger than that. And God has grown you and matured you. So don't give in to that. See, there's going to be someone, it may be a family member, maybe someone from the past, who will try to provoke you, not realizing that for you, it is spiritual warfare. The enemy is attacking all of God's children right now in any way that he can to try to get us off course. But I want you to stay the course. You have done well. So before you walk into those Thanksgiving gatherings, remember this: the same God who blessed you with peace expects you to exercise that peace, expects you to hold on to that peace, expects you to protect your peace. You know, we used to walk around with this saying, and I'm sure some people still do it: oh, I'm protecting my peace. Protect your peace at that gathering. So as you travel, I pray that God will command legions of angels concerning you to guard and protect you in all of your ways. I pray that the Spirit of God will be with you, and that no weapon forged against you shall be able to prosper. And every tongue lifted up against you in judgment, God will give you the ability to prove, to show, to be in the wrong. I pray that you hold your peace. I pray that you hold your peace, because remember, the enemy wants you. He wants your soul. And anything that he can do to trigger you or get you upriled and get you out of peace, he's going to do. And this is one of the perfect opportunities to do that, because this is when we gather with family. This is when we see it. And we're supposed to be in a spirit of thanksgiving, thanking God for all that he's done for us. Thanking God that we even have the meal to sit down and eat. Now, this message is not going to be for everybody, because not everybody goes and spend time with family and celebrate. Some people are loners during this time. And for you, I pray for you. I pray a spirit of peace over you, because sometimes people don't even have family to celebrate, or there's been so much strife in your family that you can't even go and have a meal with them. So you'll celebrate this season by yourself. I'm praying for you. I'm praying that God will bring somebody in your life that will just be a peacemaker, so to speak, that you could have dinner with or maybe just have a conversation with. But for those of you who are going to gathering, those of you who are starting out tomorrow, today, tonight, traveling, I'm praying for you. Because the enemy is going to bring somebody that's familiar to you, to the family, to try to cause strife and havoc. But don't give in to that. Don't give in that. You have come too far. Ephesians 4:26. I want to read that to you. It says, be ye angry and sin not. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath, neither give place to the devil. That's the last piece I want you to get. Never give place to the devil. If you go in with the attitude, especially once you see him, if you go in still triggered by them, you are opening up a door for the enemy to come in and cause havoc. So I just want to encourage you, go. Enjoy family. Many people don't have family. Just as I just said, there's somebody that's going to be sitting home alone with no family or no one to have dinner or have conversations. But you have been blessed to still have that. Not saying that the people that don't have it is not blessed, but you have that. But there's going to be someone that the enemy is going to send that's a familiar face to try to steal your peace. Don't fall for it. Stay in peace. Stay grounded. Ask God for wisdom and discernment. I pray that God wraps his arms around you. I pray that God gives you boldness and courage. I want you to be a Joseph. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I want you to be a Joseph. For the people that did you wrong, just like his brothers did, who first they put him in a pit. Then they sold him into slavery. And then he went through so much heartache and pain because of what his brothers did to him. The same thing has hold true for you. Family, all the gossip and slander they spread about you, that old friendship, relationship who's going to pop up now. And a lot of times they pop it up just to trigger you, honestly. But I pray the hand of God be upon you. I pray that you have the same spirit that Joseph had, that he didn't want to get back. His heart was what you meant for evil, God was using for good. And so I pray that for you, and know this, what they meant for evil, God allowed, just like he did with Joseph, God allowed, because he was using it for your good. Understand that. You got to hear that in the spirit. You can't hear that with your carnal mind. You cannot hear that in the flesh. Because our flesh would say, oh no, how was what they did to me, how they hurt me, how they talked about me, how they made my family look at me, how was that for my good? Because it would bring about healing. It will bring about deliverance. It will bring about a greater trust and faith for you in God. So be careful. Be careful this way. I pray traveling grace for you. I pray the hand of God be upon you. I pray peace, 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 peace. God's peace, not as the world gives, but God's peace. So you go, you love on them, you encourage them when you see them. Just walk away. Walk away. Sometimes we have to be the bigger person and walk away, because remember, we're the salt and light of the earth. I pray that you are blessed, my sister and brother. I pray the hand of God be with you. I pray that he command legions of angels concerning each and every one of you to guard and protect you in all of your ways. And I want you to know that no weapon forged against you shall be able to prosper. It may form, but it will not prosper. You all be blessed. Shalom.